Consciouz, your favorite breakdown commentator. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. It's your favorite host and the king, Consciouztv. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. You already know what we're here to get into. Before we do so, go ahead and run those likes all the way up. You guys know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary. So whether you're part of the Replay Gang, active with me in real time in these sky reeks, or you are a Bush baby, make sure that you bully the hell out of that like feature. Also, if you enjoy everything the King does here, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv and or paypal.me/ConsciouzTV. And of course, that's Conscious spelled with the Z on the end, just like it is here on the channel. All donation information and social media handles are in the description box below. Last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your MySpace, dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them know that we're out live in their color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What is going on, Conscious crew? Yes, we are here for a freaky ass Sunday conversation. We ain't gonna be here for a long time, only for a good time. So I was minding my business and y'all's too, baby, and came across this conversation that had me screaming between Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco. All right, shout out to Say So TV. I was trying to find the clip independently of his channel because I just wanted to see how in the hell they got into this conversation, but I couldn't find it, or I didn't feel like finding it. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't put no energy into finding the damn clip independently, okay? So we're going to share this compilation from Say So TV's YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. He did a reaction video, and I am reacting to this conversation as well because it is hilarious, all right? Fair use, of course. Run them likes all the way up. Share, and subscribe if you're new here so that you can participate in the live chat. Check out celebrity men and social media influencers, baby, talking about their love for getting their poom-pooms eaten. My God. Today, baby. Okay? Scorpios love all this type of carrying on. Oh, yes, we do.
One time, okay? I'm not afraid of it. I got pegged one time. That's it, by someone I trusted, and it didn't feel good. I just didn't like it. Like, I like when a finger's in my ass, but I don't like when it goes in and out nonstop like a train. It didn't feel good at all. I literally for 4 seconds. And I also just felt so vulnerable. Like, I just felt like I was in like 4 hours of therapy. It felt terrible.
There's a lot of traffic going in and out the bathroom. Yeah. You know, I really don't want nobody to see me. Take your pan down to your ankle. Keep your feet up like this.
No. Oh, no. I gotta be comfortable. How can you take a deuce like that with your leg hyped up like that?
But Joe, it's no different than when she eats.
No. You hype your leg up like that when she go down and do her thing?
Joe, she eats your Joe.
I don't do all that. Nah, Ocho. Whoa. Hey, Ocho, this what me and Joe part ways at. This what me and Joe. Me and Joe part ways.
Hey, Joe, listen. If you're not comfortable with your legs up, you can bend over and you just open them things up. Go that way, Joe.
Joe, you gotta let somebody go in your dookie shoe.
Hey, you ain't never had no colonoscopy?
I haven't. And I'm in my mid-40s. I need to go get one, but I ain't. Nah. You got to go to get one, Joe.
Hey, hold on, Joe. Before you get one, you have your woman to have a practice.
No.
Lay on your belly, Joe. Just you got to relax. You got to breathe. Don't be scared, Joe.
I ain't scared.
Tell her use the thumb.
No. Come on, Joe.
Come on, Joe.
Hey, Joe, they all just like this here, Joe. They got you just like that now. What's wrong with y'all, man?
So you ain't living, Joe?
Hey, Joe, you think I'm in the military? I be on my hands. I be crawling like this now. I be trying to get away. Joe. Trying to get away.
Don't be scared, Joe.
Then there was Trick Daddy. No other than now.
Okay, no, not he likes to do that. It gets done to him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, listen to this conversation.
So it's the Eat a Booty game. I'm building the franchise up now. Now I'm getting the women to support the Eat a Booty game.
Wait. Wait, who's it? Wait, when you say women to support the Eat Booty game, you saying women is eating the booty?
Yeah, women eat the booty.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know where to make noise for that. Wait, what?
Listen, man. Check this out.
All right, Trick, you don't have your legs in the air, though.
It depends. How many times does Trick go viral for the same thing? Every time he says this, y'all act like it's the first time.
I don't know.
All right. So, my God, today. I love that black men are being revolutionary. I love that black men are outside, and they are having these transparent dialogue, and they're having fun with it, and they're being open. Because you know what's so funny about this particular era, because we're undergoing another sexual revolution. This kind of happened back in the 70s during the whole hippie era, one love, marijuana, astral planes, and everything was blended, and everybody was into this oneness and freedom and liberation, and this kind of this collective melting. What I love about this is the same society that on one hand says they want men to be transparent. Tell me what it is. Tell me how you get down. Tell me what your preferences are. Tell me, so I can decide. And then when men do just that, they get kink shamed. Okay, they get driven to the cross and driven out of the village by the people, honey, because y'all can't make y'all minds up. Now, there were some people who was pushing back against this conversation, girl. Their mouth was on the floor. They could not believe that big, burly, Herculean men like Ocho and Chad, who are athletes and star athletes and seemingly represent, the dark-skinned, masculine male, would sit up there and talk about enjoying what they would consider such a feminine indulgence, like getting your poom poom eaten. So one user says, this ish is not funny. These are grown behind men, no pun intended, talking about getting their poom pooms eaten. The black community is effing R-worded. My God, today. Chad says, hey, we're talking about eating poom poom too, and you're right. It's not funny. It's effing hilarious. All right. There were other users who said, just come on out the closet. For real. Somebody else says, yeah, a lot of these men want to be bisexual, but they can't. Why are you petite, pretty, bad, B, eat your butt is nasty. Someone else says, you're a real pleaser. We respect you. Someone else says, never seen it. Hope to never see it. Someone else says, damn right it was. Keep the laughter coming. Someone else says, it's funny, but it's definitely some gay-ish. No man should want anything to do with anyone else's poop shoot. Someone else says, jelly or jam. All right. You got a lady in the chat who says, my type of man. On period. Look, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love it. I love that there is a era of Black men who are just removing the stigma off of everything, absolutely destroying people's perception of reality. And you know what's really amazing? Between the Epstein files, UFO disclosures, the fact that most of y'all's pastors, preachers, prophets, deacons, and deaconess are having extramarital affairs or are gay, bisexual, or something even worse. And the fact that, you know, people are outside talking about being trans attracted. What all this means is that there has never been and will never be anything called normal, ever. Normal has never existed. What you have had is forced compliance, but you've never had something called normal, okay? There are just certain things that we agree to collectively to do for the sake of quote unquote organizing our society and having a functional society. But the reality is that who people have shown up as is very different than who the hell people in fact are in the dark. But now we're living in the age of Aquarius, the age of enlightenment, the age of information, where a lot of the things that we did in silence, a lot of the unspoken truths, the quiet part of the conversation is being had out loud. And I need people to really understand this, because there are really some idiots who really believe that there is something new that's transpiring. Oh God, where did all these gays come from? Gays been here. Gays was just compliant with the status quo, so you didn't see them by the bundle. Oh my God, where's all these cross-dressers and trans people coming from? They've been here. They were largely just compliant with the system to give you a sense of quote unquote normalcy. Oh my God, all these freaky ass men, where did these freaky ass men come from? They always been here. They just chose to show up and be compliant with the system that wasn't always welcoming nor interested in the truth of who people were. So people largely showed up how they needed to show up, and showed up in ways that didn't result in a clapback, didn't result in ostracism, didn't result in judgment. People chose the easier path, which is complying with the community, complying with the family, complying with the system. There is, in fact, nothing new happening. There was just generations of people who kept their mouth closed about the truth of who they were, the truth of who you were, the truth of what it really was. And now we're having a collective ego death, because we're seeing more and more and more and more and more from all these exposés and all of these transparent conversations, girl, that there has never been a such thing as normal, ever. There can't be anything called normal. That would take all the fun out of why we all came as souls to even have this experience in the body on this crazy ass piece of rock to begin with. And more than anything, I love that Black men in particularly are breaking out of their shell and talking about their sexual fluidity, talking about their sexual interests, because that has really not been a comfort that Black men have largely been afforded to have, and then in a positive way at that. Black men are more socially restricted as it relates to their sexual expression than even women are. And so to be living in this time where the men that I grew up with, you know, being in the barbershop with, being in the locker room with these older ass Black men who remind me of my uncles and remind me of the men in my community, having this level Baby, because we didn't hear about the rim jobs in the barbershop back in 1995, baby. Okay? We wasn't hearing about the different ways in which you can accommodate a pretty lady wanting to toss your salad. Okay? These were not the conversations transpiring in the man caves back in the early 2000s. So to be at this place is funny as hell to me. I'm really impressed by how ballsy Black men have become. I love this for us. I love this particularly for straight men, because queer Black men been living outside, baby. We kind of are futuristic in comparison and relative to our heterosexual Black male peers. We've been unapologetically showing up, baby. We've been unapologetically stumping through in our androgyny, in our gender expression, in our sexual liberation, girl, and our freakiness, honey. Okay, we've been in our not giving a damn. But straight Black men seemingly are starting to have a breakthrough. And I'm interested in kind of how far this is going to go in terms of Black men kind of wearing their heart on their sleeve, being their authentic selves, not allowing the peanut gallery to scare them out of their truths, not allowing shallow judgment to stop them from being who they are. Considering where all the data is around Black men's mental health, Black men absolutely need this level of self. They need this level of interpersonal solidarity. And I'm impressed and I'm entertained. I'm impressed and I'm entertained because Chad and Shannon sat up there and pretty much destroyed the social constructs around dark-skinned men, around masculine Black men, particularly Ochocinco. And I just find this to be completely hilarious. Y'all also know that I'm a Scorpio. I am very sexually open-minded. I come from the philosophy of believing that it is one's duty to satisfy your partner by any means necessary. I think that sex is another area of relationship and sexual exchange that requires compromise. I think that I don't have a lot of no's. The only no I have actually is when it comes to scat. I just cannot fathom that. But everything else I've either done or I don't have a problem doing with my partner. If my partner wants me to dress up as Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat, I'm doing that. If my partner is into role-playing girl and wants me to dress up like the Statue of Liberty and meet him in the bathroom, okay, and suck him off through a glory hole pipe, I'm going to do it. I'm with all of the adventures, okay? I believe that sex is also probably one of the other areas, aside from spirituality and aside from art and creativity, is another area that is best experienced when we give ourselves permission to not give a fuck. Like, I know for me, SEX is an area where I don't have to think about what's right or wrong, or I don't have to adhere to the self I present in my everyday life. It's an opportunity for me to let go of who I'm presenting. It allows me to indulge my imagination. It allows me to just succumb, really, to my imaginative self. It's a fantasy-prone opportunity to escape or even to be, because what we really be escaping to, whether it be through art, whether it be through meditation, whether it be through spirituality, whether it be through creativity, really is the real posture of self. Almost like the return back to that hypnotic state of being. And sex accomplishes that as well, which is why so many people love sex and are just as addicted to sex and sexual expression as they are shopping, eating, as they are into collecting, as they are into any other type of a hobby. We also know that people do some very off the chain and outlandish things in sex, etc. Some people really approach the area of sextivity, baby, with a complete and utter and clear open mind. And I am no different either, baby. I'm with all of the shits. There has to be an area in my life where I just don't have to worry about judgment, or I don't have to maintain the surface self where I can take it off. And for me in my life, this comes off when I'm being creative. This comes off when I'm in my spirituality, like in my daily and nightly prayer. I'm not man, I'm not American, I'm not black, I'm not any of that. I am absolutely nothing but pure and utter consciousness. And SCX is another one of those areas where I get to let go of the construct, and it's really powerful and liberating. Sometimes it draws me and my partner to tears, because that's how free we be when we are just simply being, okay? So I am glad that Chad and Shannon are getting their goddamn life. And I do think we need to normalize and remove all of this fake ass taboo shit. There's no such thing as a conservative bitch. All these bitches are nasty. All these niggas are nasty. Everybody is a motherfucking freakazoid. I ain't here for nobody pretending like they don't get sweaty. I don't give a damn how many times you go to church. I don't give a damn how modest you think you dress. At the end of the day, you take all that shit off to get your ass in doggy style. So I don't give a fuck about none of the bougie shit. I don't give a fuck. But I miss me with the shit, bitch. We grown, okay? And everybody gets sweaty. And every human has a sexual orientation. And every human has their preferences around sexual pleasure, and that's just that, okay? Our parents taught us wrong when they told us to mask and dress all this stuff up and to pretend to be something that we're not. And then we wonder why we got a system full of fake ass people who are inauthentic to their core and don't know who the hell they are. And you're sitting here thinking that you know a motherfucker because y'all been friends for 10 years or y'all been together for 15, all to find out, baby, that you didn't know a damn thing of substance about who it is you were sharing your life with. So I'm glad to see a reverse Uno being pulled on the world and people choosing reality, people choosing truth, people choosing their authentic selves. I am here for that, especially amongst heavily marginalized, disenfranchised communities of people. Okay, because we oftentimes had to trade out our authentic selves, whether we be black folk, woman folk, queer folk, in order to survive the system. So seems like there's a new day and a new sheriff in town. Men are outside about who they like. And I want to say this too. A lot of people, going back to the earlier conversation about how people like, you know, where did all this come from? Is it something in the grits, something in the faucet water, something in the apples and the pears? Is pesticides getting the best of these ninjas? No. The reality is that you're going to get the version of a person that they feel you can tolerate. That's why what a man does with his wife might be totally different than the things he do with his side pieces. Go ask Miss Christy Gnomes. or whatever the hell her name is, baby. He having Republican sex with her and got on big titty double D prosthetics, baby, with the whore on Zoom. Getting down, honey, okay? It's not that there's anything new happening. It's just that people are going to give you the version of them that they think you can tolerate. That's why being an open-minded people, it allows us to rendezvous and get the realest version of a person that we can get. As long as we have judgments and prejudices and biases, we are not going to be attracting people who are comfortable enough to be open and transparent about who they are. And not that it's an excuse to lie, but the reality is that people are going to lie when people don't feel safe. So there's work I think we need to do as a society. Individuals need to work on having a genuine self-esteem that is not informed by whether people will like it or not. You be who the fuck you are regardless. And if them hoes want to judge you, you let they motherfucking ass judge you. If them hoes want to other you, if they want to feel a way about the truth that you be, then you let them just motherfucking do that, honey. Okay? You don't conform, you don't comply, you don't bow down, you die on the hill of your authentic self, for better or motherfucking worse, baby. You came into this world to let these motherfucking hoes have it and to have all of it. Okay? Let the haters have it, baby. All right? You double down when they want to double up. And on the other end of that, we as a society, those on the receiving end of other people's authentic and best selves, need to learn how to really appreciate people, not based upon whether they fit into our rigid box of expectations, but value people and dignify people based upon who they in fact are. And of course, when I say who they in fact are, I'm talking about the healthy version of themselves, because a lot of times we'll find shit wrong that's not in fact wrong. We'll judge shit as wrong that's not in fact wrong. It may be different from you, but it's not in fact wrong just because it's different than you. Okay? And we do a lot of that in this system. We'll slap wrong on everything just because it does not fit within our worldview, because it does not align with our personal expectations, or it doesn't align with the values in which we come from. That also, once again, is not synonymous to being wrong just because it's different from you. Okay? So Black men, continue to run your mouths, wear your side effect label right there on the side of your ass. 8 P.S. You like it 8. All right? This society said, girl, they want men to be more transparent. Well, here you go. You're getting all the transparency. You're getting all the side effect warnings. You're getting the whole ingredient packet, baby. Okay? Salt, sodium, chloride, fluoride, baby, all of that shit is up in the mix, baby. All right? You're getting your general warning level. Tell me what you think about so many men loving to get their salad tossed. Would you toss your man's salad? Even throw a few cucumbers and tomatoes in there too. Tell me what you think below. I got to get out of here. Peace.